Hi everyone, welcome to my stream. I am changing things up a little bit today. Also, I wanted to apologize for missing, not streaming basically for a week. I was sick with a cold last week and you can still kind of hear it in my voice. But yeah, I ended up missing a couple of streams. I'm really sorry. But I'm back with a vengeance. I have done a little bit of research and I downloaded OBS Studio and I'm using that instead of Twitch Studio, which seems to be maybe a little bit, a little less user friendly, but a little more customizable. So I'm using that right now and hoping that the streams are a little bit better as a result. It does mean that now I can actually see the chat on my screen, which is great. At least for the game we're streaming today, which will be Dream Daddy, a dad dating simulator. I will be able to have it in a windowed mode so I can look at the chat and I can interact with you guys, which is really my favorite part of Twitch. So we're going to play Dream Daddy. For those who don't know what it is, it's a dating simulator. I'm not going to explain what dating simulators are, but it's a really popular one. The artwork is really beautiful, and I played that last time on my very first Sim Sunday, and now we'll be continuing. So for those who didn't watch the last stream, so our character moved to a new town with his teenage daughter, and he's single and ready to mingle. And he's met several eligible bachelors in the town. There are a few that I was actually interested in pursuing, and then some that I was not interested in at all. And our character also had a one night stand, or will it be more, with a ruggedly handsome man that he met at a bar. And it did look promising, but then we saw the state of his apartment or his house, and that was really off-putting because it was a mess. And there were like cigarette butts everywhere and empty bottles of alcohol all over the floor. And at least I personally would not date someone like that. But hey, maybe our daddy would date someone like that. At the very least, he did sleep with someone like that. And it seems like it was a very fun night for him. So, you know, hey, get it where you can. So without further ado, I'm going to launch the game, and hopefully this will not cause the whole OBS system to have a meltdown. And hopefully the sound will play properly. I did play around with the settings a little bit, so if you can't hear the game audio, or if you can't hear me very clearly, I do apologize. I've done my very best to adjust it to the best settings so that you could hear both me and the game clearly. There isn't a whole lot of important audio in the game because it is all text anyway. So if you can't hear the game audio super well, then I do apologize. But as long as you can hear me clearly, that's really the important thing here. So let's jump right in. All right, so we will continue. I think it was here, Nick. Okay, so we were invited to a cookout. And all right. 5 more minutes. All right, so Amanda is our character's daughter. Nick is our character who looks kind of psychotic, I know, but what can you do? All right, so we've got a cookout today. Excited to beef up my grilling skills. I'm not very good at grilling. I do like cooking, but if there's food I'm excited, sure, or eh. I can't remember who invited us to the cookout because we had several guys who invited us to do things. I think it was the guy with the perfect daughter or the Republican. And I didn't like either of those guys. So we'll just go with excited to beef up my grilling skills. Why not? I think we can consider it a success. Yeah. Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood? Well, we've met everybody who's worth meeting, I think. Because at least we met all the different characters from the splash screen at the beginning of the game. So, yeah. Also, I am having wine right now because I feel like this is, this is what I would be having on a date. Also, it is Sunday night here, so. No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time? I don't know. We're going early just because you said that. Oh, I do like their relationship. They have a nice father-daughter relationship. Walk across the street to Joseph's house. Now, which one was Joseph? I cannot remember. But we'll find out. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. See, I'm the opposite. I'm better at regular cooking than I am with a grill. But I'm not playing me. I'm playing Nick. Nick, the crazy-looking single dad. I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs wafts through the air. Small children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to two other veggie plates. Huh. Hey, there's Joseph. I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. It is the Republican. Okay, makes sense. I don't know if he's actually Republican, but he's giving off Republican vibes. The sweater, the polo shirt that's tucked in, and also the fact that he he works at a church or volunteers he's involved in a church. So I'm making broad assumptions here, but who knows? Maybe he's super progressive. And you brought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. Also, he has loads of kids. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. Okay. This is Christian. Oh my God. Okay, the names already. He sounds like a born-again Christian or anything, or something like that. Like just. Also, they're all wearing the same color scheme. They stare creepily and say nothing. Okay, these kids are terrifying. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Okay. Wait, where is Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib. Oh, no, it's the woman from the bar. Oh, she was at the bar. She was at the bar the night that you end up going home with ruggedly handsome, slightly angry Dom Top. Oh, no, it's the woman from the bar the other night. What is she doing here? Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary? Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles. Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to... Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure. Mary, this is our new neighbor, Nick, and his daughter, Amanda. Shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. Oh, thanks for reminding me. She looks scary. I love her. Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time. Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now. She's about as awkward as I am at this kind of event. Mary leaves. Oh God, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. Yeah, because Mary was picking up guys at the bar, I think. Takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Okay, there is a I've already got a spammer in the chat, so I'm gonna very quickly adjust the chat to be followers only. So if you want to chat, you're gonna have to follow me. All right. And I don't know how to delete the message, but it doesn't matter. So let's continue. It takes all my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city. Ha ha ha, my wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you. Amanda and I mill around and try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends. Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school? Yes, just to recap, Amanda has applied to go to university, so she will not be around for much longer. But I don't want to have to do pleasantries. Dad. They're going to talk about weather. Go, do it. Make a friend. But how could I possibly abandon my only child at a social function? That's bad parenting. This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye. That's weird to... Is it just me or is it weird to have cookies at a barbecue? Or I guess I don't know I don't go to very many barbecues, so I don't really know what the protocol is. Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Okay, that's eligible bachelor number 1, the barista from the Coffee Spoon, who I was interested in. Robert, that's the guy that we hooked up with, who is hot in a dom top kind of way. But you can tell that he probably, he might not be super nice outside of the bedroom. He probably isn't very nice in the bedroom. But that's okay. Sometimes we all need a little dom top in our lives. Didn't that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Okay, this is the other guy, the guy with the perfect daughter. He was nice until his perfect daughter showed up and it became like a weird competition with his daughter, and so I did not vibe with him at all. But he's cute. And then there's the goth, the guy who was throwing a fit at Dead Goth and Beyond. I don't know about him. I'm not normally into goths, even though I'm a former goth myself. But I could be persuaded. Some goths are sexy. Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Okay, and then there's the teacher who is super hot, but we didn't really get to know him very well, so I still don't know about him. But he is very good looking. Not crazy about his outfit, but he looks good in it, so I forgive him. And this is our favorite, my favorite anyway, Craig, who is Nick's friend from college and who's basically turned his life around. And I don't know how much what he turned it around from, but he's super cute. And he's a baby who's adorable. But wait a second, all of these people live in our cul-de-sac. That can't be right. I'd better investigate. Well, it is a cookout, so people who live nearby would probably be there. Okay, so let's talk to all of them. Actually, let's prioritize Craig because... Oh, see, these are the 3 guys that are, at the top of my list. Which is awkward, but hey. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on, smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. Well, I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in art only exist because they're a unique byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and to try to take something like, say, the Rococo period. I hate Rococo. Studied that when I studied art history, and Rococo is horrible. And compared to postmodernism in America, you're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking that they don't notice me. Craig leans in. Dude, I have no idea what's happening. Talk to Craig. I turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How'd resistance training go the other day? Yeah, he's really into fitness. Great. Little River here is a great cheerleader. Aren't you, tiny bro? Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around. You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you. She must be a handful at that age. Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it. Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How are you settling in? Almost done? Yeah. There's still a few odds and ends to take care of before I can really call myself settled, but I think we can upgrade the situation to livable. We did livable throughout the entirety of college. Yeah, my goal was for Amanda to live the sort of life that didn't involve eating spoonfuls of ranch dressing as a palate cleanser between different types of pizza. That sounds disgusting. Ranch dressing is one of those things that I enjoyed during my time in the US for a little bit, because it was the best option, I think, of all the dressings. Like Italian dressing was good too. Thousand Island dressing, that's my favorite. But ranch dressing is pretty good. But after a while, it's kind of gross when you think about it. It's like this weird cream dressing that's slightly cheesy and I don't know. She still does though. Hey, she takes after her dad. Nick, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly. Gosh, Nick looks like he's going to murder everybody at this cookout. I wish I could have redesigned my avatar because, wow, he really looks like he's going to kill everybody. Or start a fire. Or kill everybody through a fire. I don't know. All right. Seems like your daughter is fitting in just fine. Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. Spent too much time in Japan. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us. It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out. Matt takes the flower crown and places it on top of his head. Oh, that's adorable. Oh, I like him even more now. Aww. There's nothing I like more than a man who is confident in his sexuality and gender identity, that he can wear a flower crown that his daughter made for him and be totally cool about it. That's sexy. The girl stares at him, thinking it over. Nope, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Huh, hey Nick, this is my daughter. Hello. Fuck, Nick looks so terrifying. I'm Carmencita. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow. Daisy is the perfect daughter of that other guy. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends. Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop and my old college friend and your teacher? Hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors. Yep. You still gonna get me that overdue term paper? Ha ha ha, great seeing you. Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation like a champ. Okay, I like Amanda, actually. I didn't like her in my first stream, but she's grown on me. She's grown on me a lot, actually. All right. 'Cause, 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 'cause She learned the finger guns move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Sweet man, Shaco. Hugo looks over around at the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest Hemingway Vega. Oh my God, is that his name? Are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into a gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest, and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Oof, my two favorites. Kids, right? Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. Don't give my character ideas, because he is going to burn this place down. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. Okay, he actually burned... And then spit onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too. Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey, everybody. Sorry about that. Nick, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. Hugo nudges him impatiently. Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? Does it matter? Ernest? Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. I have no idea what 8th grade is because I don't understand American systems, but I'm assuming that's junior high or something, or middle school. I don't know. Whatever, like he's probably like 13, 14 or something, maybe 15. If anybody knows, please post it in the chat. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes who blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds in and storms off to stand in the corner. Well, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. Aren't all teenagers? As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it. Well, you can't be both. You have to choose one. And I think cool dad would actually be better because authoritarian dad never works. Trust me. I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad? See, I think Matt is a cool dad. In fact, he's probably the coolest dad here. Hello, he's still wearing the flower crown. Like, Craig is kind of cool. Hugo, not so much. And Joseph, definitely not. And the other one, I don't know if he's cool or not, but he's annoying. And then there's the goth, who I'm assuming also has kids because everybody has kids. Well, I'm cool as a cucumber. See, that right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads, we've become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed. Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. No, she doesn't. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can't all be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. Look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay. Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways. I wish we could choose all three of these guys. That would be interesting. Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a time when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Yeah, I don't think so. I think college is when your kids get along with you more, probably. Because they spend less time with you. And also they start appreciating everything you've done for them and continue to do when they visit. Don't let us eat up your time, Nick. Go meet some of the other people around the neighborhood. But I want to talk to Craig some more. Talk to Robert and Brian. Talk to Joseph and Damien. Let's talk to Joseph and Damien because they are not really next on my list, but I'm intrigued. So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black? I mean, look at him. Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, it provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly. I mean, I guess that's an argument. It's definitely an interesting choice. Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode. Nick, I was just having a conversation with Damien here about his aesthetic design decisions. See, I kind of want to see these two get together. Now that would be interesting. Like, can that happen? Can we hook them up with each other? Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. Yeah, that's the thing with goths is they will shop at places like that, but they do not want to admit to shopping to a place like that because it goes very much against the whole ethos of being a goth. Like, you have to go against the mainstream, but if you go to a shop like that, then you're very much kind of going with the flow, I guess. Anyway, Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior on that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating indeed. Well, at least he's honest. I hope you know that while my anger may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second, I look over to Amanda who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey Amanda, would you consider yourself goth? She's definitely not a goth. Amanda yells back. I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. I have no idea what that means. I mean, I know what a hipster is, but I don't know what a twee hipster with normcore leanings is. I don't know what normcore is. Bats are cool, though. Ah, pity. Are you enjoying the party so far? Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is so friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation. I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth? That I would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch at your service. I do like The Lost Boys, actually. I watched it for the first time, I think during the pandemic, probably. I watched a lot of things for the first time during the pandemic, and it was cool. I can see how a lot of other things, like in the vampire genre, have been influenced by it. And it is one of Kiefer Sutherland's better performances, I think. Plus, it's so homoerotic. That it would, my dear. I don't. Okay. Oh, well, Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering to Amanda. Okay. Do you know how to treat a lady? Hello, Amanda. Oh gosh, these kids are so creepy. Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison? Hey, won't you come play with us? They're so creepy. Come play with us. Forever. Guys, enough of the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this. Christine and Christy slowly back away. Where do you think they got that from? Oh, Mary. Mary pops into the conversation, wine in hand. I don't know. Mary takes a long sip of the wine. I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with The Shining. Who knows? They do look like the twins in The Shining. I think I've only watched The Shining once. Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? No, we still haven't seen Krish. We had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be all right. Toddlers are pretty resilient. Mary tips her glass to me. Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I've squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary? Okay, geez. Wow, they are not a happy couple. Okay, there's the goth kid. Lucian, can we go now? Lucian, have I introduced you to Nick yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you. Whatever. That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows. Whatever, sir. Lucian bows again. Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger, sir? Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yep. Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians? They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers. Dad, that's really interesting, Damien. Oh, I really want Damien and Joseph to get together. I'm more invested in this love affair than the love affair between my character and one of the others. Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. Oh. It looks like the bottom of an anchor. Oh, Joseph. Joseph has secrets. Okay, I'm kind of excited now. All right. Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yep, I wasn't always a youth pastor. That's what he is, a youth pastor at the church. That's so cool. Want to see mine? What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink. Oh, I can see that. My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good. Lucian, we'll talk about this later. That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? Okay, you know, Joseph, you're churchy. I don't know, I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though, that number carries weight. Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. Yeah, Joseph is starting to intrigue me. All right, let's talk to Robert and Brian. I walk over to Robert and Brian, who are chatting over drinks, determined not to be weird about what happened that night. I hope Robert feels the same. Hey, guys. Nick, how the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right? Oh, you betcha. Got the living room in order, at least. It's good to hear. Been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def. Oh, this Brian guy, he is not the type for me at all. Like, you get a 50-inch TV and you just watch sports on it. Yes, I believe we met briefly. Hey! Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Robert robotically extends a hand. I shake it as he stares unblinkingly into my eyes. Oh God, what does it mean? How's it going? It's good. Robert focuses on the whiskey he's holding. He takes a long sip. Great, look at my friends becoming friends. Us dads got to stick together, you know. The thing about Robert is that he kind of looks like he either reeks of tobacco or smells of really good but kind of cheap aftershave and leather. and whiskey. And if it's the latter, I am all for him. But if he reeks of tobacco, all right. Us dads, Robert has a kid. Oh, I didn't know you had kids. Robert continues to stare at me. Jesus, does this guy ever blink? Yep. Cool, that's cool. We stand in incredibly uncomfortable silence for several moments until we gotta get off this haunted truck. Oh no, the ghost locked the doors. Daisy and Amanda run up to us, thank God. Quick, hit the emergency escape button. But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons. Then hit the brake, I guess. Okay, I guess Daisy is younger, so that explains why Amanda and Daisy are playing at an imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from ghosts, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that? I'm prepared to do anything to survive. That's cold-blooded. I like that. Although, I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you. Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers? Yeah. Amanda and I love that show. It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such quality reality television. I would watch that show. All right, Daisy, I found us a couple of bugs. They're going to make a great meal, lots of protein. Got to keep us from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland. But there's a whole table of food right over there. Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. All right. It's what live a little. Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire. Okay, but not an actual fire. Because we're playing pretend? No, you're getting hit. Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. I turn my attention back to the conversation, but wait, where did Robert go? I skim the party and finally find him in the corner talking to Mary. Does he not want to talk? Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly. I snap out of my Robert-induced haze. I guess Amanda just sort of has a way with kids. That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age. It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she pretends every recess in the library. She spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence. There it is. Yeah, I don't like competitive parents at all. Like, it's just not very nice. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too. Oh ho ho, kids, right? Gotta love them. You're required to by law. I don't think you're required to love kids by law, but you are required to look after them. Though, you should love them if they're your kids. That feels like something that, by nature, parents should do. All right. Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them. Yeah, that would be nice. Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas. And without further ado, let's work some magic. Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips his spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen. Well, let's see if it tastes good. You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill? He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice and crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique. Probably didn't know this, Nick, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. Never heard of that word before, but I guess he's ungrillevable. Oh gosh, that is a torturous pun. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him. Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay. Okay, we need to stop. This is getting too cheesy. Oh, these puns and dad jokes are what I bought this game for. All of the children at the party boo the glorious displays of puns in unison. All right, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. Amanda groans, we all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Well, that's nice. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac. Kind of nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. It totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're going to like this neighborhood a lot. Already liking this neighborhood. Though, highly improbable that all of these hunky dads who are bi or gay are living in the same cul-de-sac. Not even in West Hollywood. Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she decides to get into babysitting game, she'd really make a killing. Hey, why don't you add us all on Dadbook? Dadbook? Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it. That sounds like Grindr. So I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes. Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out. The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmen Sita and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. All right. Achievement unlocked. Welcome to the neighborhood. Well, that was a satisfying barbecue, I think. Well, a little disappointed that they just had burgers. I feel like burgers are the easiest thing to grill and not that impressive. I say as someone who has never really hosted a barbecue. But I feel like if you really want to impress people with your grillmanship skills, you would, I don't know, do something more impressive than burgers. Amanda and I walk back to our place as the sun sets over the neighborhood. Pretty fun party, don't you think? I felt like wish I could have been playing. No. I felt like I was. No. I mean, I got a burger in me. Okay. Sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this was a bad situation, but if you've ever been in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver linings get you through to the other side. We ate rockin' burgers today, and it was good. I have never heard of a burger being abbreviated as a burg before, but that sounds like something a dad would do. Amen. Well, hey, at least you had some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dadbook. Maybe I will if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place. Me too, Dad. All right. We should save just in case, because I am paranoid about crashing. Amanda and I arrive home. I'm going to skip that unintentionally. Any big plans for this evening? Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends. Oh, is that okay? Of course, just keep me posted and be home before midnight. You got it. And be careful. I will. Make good choices. Of course. And call me if you need anything. Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silently for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you? What? No, I've never done that, and I will never do that. Yeah, no parent should ever do that. That's creepy. Okay, do you have plans tonight? My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff. You know, dad stuff. I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay? Great. See you later. I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. Pop down in front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. I'd love to be able to cook like that. Although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil. Like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught that thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. I lose track of time as I blaze through several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind. And also one episode of some cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I love cooking shows so much. That's my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I send a text. Hey kiddo, you good? I wander into the kitchen, and as I wait for a reply, Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home now. In which case, I hope she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. I have an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her or do I call the cops? No, it's too soon for that. I'll just send her a gentle reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes now. I'm really worried. The episodes of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only not assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with all the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even know any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? Emma P is her best friend. I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of all the awful things that could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay. Sup? Sweetie, thank God you're safe. Yep. But now that I know she's okay, I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket. Oh, whoops, guess I didn't see those. She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann. Well, we're pulling out the middle name now. Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after your curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops. Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? I have a right to be concerned. You're my only daughter. Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place. I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again. All right, I'm going to go to bed now. Amanda closed the door to her room and I head to mine. Geez, as I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like this when I go off to school, are you? Definitely didn't sleep well last night. I brewed some strong coffee and made some scrambled eggs. Wanders into the kitchen. Hey. Thought about what you said last night. I should have texted you. I said I was going to do it and I didn't. I honestly just didn't even think about it. I'm really sorry, Pops. I won't do it again. Well, I trust you to make good choices. That's a good response. I also thought about it, and I'll try to give you your space from now on out, from here on out. I gotta trust that you can take care of yourself. Team George? Team George. Amanda gives me a hug. I don't know what Team George means. Want some eggs? You know it. Sprinkle some cheese on them. Already did. Bless you. Smell you later. Wait, one more thing before you go. What? What's Dad Book? Social media platform. Wait. What? What's a social... Oh, come on, Nick. Dad, I have to go to school. Come on, Amanda. I'm an old man. I can't put together a Dad Book profile on my own. She has to go to school, dude. Like, let her go to school. I'll help you sound interesting on the internet. My husband, she should be going to school, not helping you set up your profile on Dad Book. All right, Pops, we got to fill out your profile. Let's get some likes and dislikes. Oh, this is going to be fun. Okay, now, do I answer honestly the way I would, or do I answer the way my character would? I don't know. We shall see. On a Friday night, you're most likely to polish and sort my coin collection. Absolutely not. Netflix and grill, baby. Fall asleep watching the History Channel. Torment my children with dad puns. Sink into blissful oblivion. None of these things are true. And I feel like, I guess Netflix and grill, whatever that means. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My trusty grill, the lost shaker of salt, castaway on DVD for instructional purposes, a boat, obviously. I don't need anything my survival skills have trained me for this day. I would go with a boat, or my survival skills have trained me for this day. Now, I do not have survival skills at all. I don't even know how to tie a knot properly. Or at least, I mean, I know how to tie a knot, but not like what knot to tie in what situation. I do not know how to build a fire, but I think I could figure it out. I do not know how to put up a tent. I don't know how to hunt. I don't really know how to fish. So, but my character might. I did watch Castaway, and that was an interesting movie. I'm going to go with a boat, because that seems like really the best option. What are your turn-ons? I get asked this question a lot, and I'm not sure I know how to answer that question myself. So let's see what the options are. Strong dad arms. Maybe. Tennis shoes with long white socks? No. A well-manicured lawn? No. Street smarts? Yes. Top-tier grillmanship? I do like a guy who can cook. And I love a guy who's comfortable with crying. So I'm going to go with comfortable with crying. Because that's really the key to my heart. When a guy is comfortable crying, then I really feel like toxic masculinity didn't corrupt you. What did you want to be when you grew up? Technical writer for manuals and instructionals. Salty boat captain. Pro skater who is also an astronaut. And good father, the president of space. I don't know. Pro skater who's also... No, technical writer for manuals and instructionals. That's kind of closer to my actual job. Or my former job. What's your favorite movie genre? See, these are awfully specific. And there's a lot of overlap. And there's not a whole lot of variety here. But we're going to go with... There's war documentaries. Sean Connery's entire filmography. Anything on Laserdisc. See, I'm old, and even now I'm like a Laserdisc. I remember that, but I don't think I ever watched a Laserdisc or knew anyone who had a Laserdisc player. Maybe one person. I do remember them being really large, because basically they were like vinyl records, but CDs, or like CDs or DVDs, I guess. Not really either. They're basically CDs for video, but the size of a record. And yeah, everybody kind of knew what they were, but or like had heard of them, but nobody seemed to really have a Laserdisc player or know someone who did, unless they were really rich. And then they might. Romantic comedies, whatever will make me cry. Old comedies that haven't aged well. I kind of like all of these genres except war documentaries. And Sean Connery's entire filmography, that involves a lot of James Bond, and I do not like James Bond very much, especially old James Bond movies. Anything on Laserdisc, well, I mean, anything can be, it's just a format. It's not a genre, so skip. Romantic comedies. I like some romantic comedies, but most romantic comedies are really predictable. So I like romantic comedies that are a little different, that are genre defining in some ways and not just following the genre. Whatever will make me cry, so many things will make me cry. And old comedies that haven't aged well. I watched Working Girl fairly recently. That hasn't aged terribly well, but it also wasn't a very good movie, in my opinion. All right, so whatever will make me cry, I will pick that. Yeah. What's your ideal date? Napping together? No. Doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together? Actually, that sounds like it could be fun. Eating a healthy dinner at 4 p.m.? No. Trying to geocache. I have no idea what that is. But getting hopelessly lost? I mean, maybe. I think there's something really romantic about getting lost. Like in the countryside or in the woods or something. With someone you're dating. Because what better way to get to know them? Like, you can see how they handle a crisis, how they deal with someone who might be panicking in a crisis. And also, you're completely alone in a romantic setting, but with a little bit of anxiety sort of in the background. So that could be fun. Arson? No. Arson is not fun. Guys, don't do arson. It is bad. It is... I like fire, but not arson. Being emotionally vulnerable. I like that but not as a date. It's like, I feel like that's a part of a date. That's not the core of the date. So it would be between doing a 1,000-piece puzzle together and trying to geocache but getting hopelessly lost. 1,000-piece puzzle together sounds like it'd be a great way to get to know someone, but it's safe. I don't know what geocaching is, but I don't know how to choose. I'm going to go with trying to geocache. What do you never leave home without? I think this is my favorite part of the game. I do love quizzes like this. I remember when I was in high school, there was a website, I can't remember what it was called, but it had all these quizzes, like personality quizzes. There was just hundreds of them. And it was a really cute website. And I remember just taking those quizzes during lunch break with other people, like using the one computer in the school that had internet in the library. And they were fun. They were really random. Now I feel like personality quizzes are just something that you see on Facebook. And they usually seem a little clickbaity, and some of them don't even involve any actual questions. They're just like, oh, which character from Twilight are you? Yeah. All right, what do you never leave home without? A sensible cardigan, my sick vape, my book of word jumbles and a pen, cool knife, my cripplingly low self-esteem. Oh, feeling forget my phone, keys, and wallet at home sometimes. I'm gonna go with cripplingly low self-esteem. I spent a lot of time thinking about how proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world, if I'll ever be able to love myself as much as I love my grill, when I can get my next cup of coffee, lawn mower modifications. Okay, so not the last one. These grill questions, I think that we're going down the wrong path here. Conspiracy theories, no. How proud I am of my child, potential ends of the world. Yes, that one. Profile complete. See, that wasn't so bad. Yeah, that was actually kind of fun. I could totally spend all day on here just looking at people's profiles. Should message one of them, or more than one of them. All these dads seem pretty interesting. Okay, I promise I'll make some friends. Amanda gives me a hug. Go get him, Dad. Oh, I can message one of them. Okay. All right, well, we're going to take a very short break. This also gives me a chance to kind of check to see if everything's working all right with stream. But yeah, we'll be right back. I don't know. Okay, got a break. I'm back. I think this is how I have a break. It's not going to say anything, and I'll be back super fast. All right, guys, I am back. Everything seems to be working fine with the stream, so we'll see. I probably will continue using OBS in the future because it seems to be a little more, just offers more functionality than Twitch Studio, even though it's a little less user-friendly. But yeah, we'll jump right back into the game. All right, so we just finished setting up our dad book profile. We now have a message from Amanda in dad book. who set up a fake profile, Dad Manda. Okay, nice. Very clever. Hi, Nick. It's me, your dear old friend from way back in the day, Dad Manda. Delighted to see you've signed up for a dad book. They've recently added this exciting new message, so you may find yourself receiving messages from other dads like myself. Amanda, is that you? What are you doing on that book? All right. Why, Nick, I never. We've known each other since business school. How could you possibly confuse me for your amazing and talented and easy to buy things for a daughter? Though I am, of course, flattered. You should buy Amanda more things. Amanda, you know I didn't go to business school. I barely even managed to get my degree. Wait, no. Wow. I didn't say that. You never heard that. This is gold. I was a great student, I swear. I graduated at the top of my class because I worked hard and ate all my vegetables. Totally holding on to this for later. Wait, do you even remember what I majored in? I declined to comment. Cool. All right. Who should we message first? So, Craig met maybe Hugo, maybe Damien. And I'm intrigued by Joseph. Brian and Robert, I'm the least interested in. Let's start with Craig, because he's my number one choice currently. Dad of 3, business entrepreneur and fitness enthusiast, juggling work, family, and fitness is a tough gig, but someone's got to do it. He's a little arrogant. I don't like that very much, but he is cute and nice. On a Friday night, you're most likely to get one last good cardio session in. One thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? A box of energy bars. What are your turns on? A sub 6 minute. 6 minute mile, or a mile that you run in less than 6 minutes. What did you want to be when you grew up? Beer pong world champion. What's your favorite movie genre? Buddy cop movies forever. What's your ideal date? Scaling a huge dangerous mountain for fun. That sounds horrifying. What do you never leave home without? An extra tube of energy gel. I misread that at first as lube, like gel lube, which that would have kind of made me like Craig more for putting such a bold answer in, and also for for being honest. I spent a lot of time thinking about my mile time used to be so good. What happened? Have I peaked? Okay, I guess I can message him. I wonder what Craig's up to today. I navigate to Craig's dad book page and type out a message. Hey bro, or should I say neighbor, let's catch up. Cold times. Bro, my man, let's definitely hang soon. Oh, that's it? We don't get to have a full conversation? I meant it was at school. Cardio session? Yeah, exactly. Cardio is the worst. I mean, I'm not saying the cardio is bad, but cardio session on a Friday night? No. Unless you're having sex. And then I guess if that qualifies as a cardio session, which I think the jury's still out on that, whether sex is good exercise. That seems like the only acceptable cardio session. I just got sad because I realized that dogs are too often killed off in movies to elicit emotional reactions from the audience instead of being given the respect that they deserved. Yeah, that's true. Like John Wick. What is up with that? I do like the whole movie is about, revenge for the dog that was killed. Spoiler alert. It is the whole premise of the first movie though, so not much of a spoiler. Are you sure that's all you're upset about? You have to tell me what's actually wrong. Dogs deserve better than this. Yes. Every time a dog gets introduced in a movie, I get nervous because 9 times out of 10, that dog's going to die by the end. I can watch a movie where people die and be unfazed, but yeah, that's true. Gosh, sad dog death movies take up a whole genre. There are too many. Dog exploitation. Okay. Let's change the subject. What you working on? Just a collage for class. We're supposed to make a piece that represents our goals for the future. Take a closer look at our collage. That's a lot of dogs. It's mostly dogs, yeah. Did you need something? Craig invited us to a softball game. You want to go? Remember that one time you signed me up for softball and you bought me all the gear and then took me to the first game and then someone hit a ball toward me and I just, okay. Screen fighting, da, da, da. I was afraid of baseball, so I thought you were a gigantic sentient softball. Gets up and looks me dead in the eye. I'm finally ready to face my fears head on. Let's do this. See, I would prefer to go on my own on this date, to be honest. I mean, who wants to go on a date with their kid? I don't know. I don't have kids, so I can't comment, but I most definitely, if I had kids, probably would not want to go on a date with my kid there. Unless it was a play date for the kids and meeting other adults was just a bonus thing. Might I make the short drive? Da, da, da. It's a kids softball game. Okay. I'm not even sure what softball is. I know it's like baseball, but less hard. I don't know. If someone knows what softball is, can you please tell me in the comments or in the chat? Because I know that softball... What do I know about softball? It's popular among lesbians, or so I've been led to believe. And it's like baseball, but women used to be allowed to play softball when they weren't allowed to play baseball. And I know that from watching A League of Their Own, the movie, not the new series, which I haven't watched yet. So when the kids start crying and running off the field, you know that your relationship with softball is different from everyone else's relationship with softball. Okay. I'm going to be very disappointed. For nostalgia purposes, of course. Not because I take joy out of children fighting for my amusement. Definitely not that. Craig. He's very attractive. I do like Craig a lot. And based on looks, he might be number 1 or like number 2. The game starts and the kids run out onto the field. I see Craig by the dugout with a clipboard. He has Rivers strapped to his chest as per usual. There's a guy in a pancake costume doing jumping jacks across the field. I guess that's the mascot. Reading the kids' brightly colored jerseys, I see that it's the Maple Bay Flapjacks against the Pinewood Ocelots. Go Flapjacks. Choke up on the bat, Miranda. Yeah, Miranda, square up. How much do you know about softball? Enough to know that the balls are relatively hard despite their name. So the balls are hard. See, I thought the balls would be soft in softball. So already I'm learning something that basically softball might be not that different from baseball. I don't know, I'm confused. I don't know what softball is. I should probably go on a Wikipedia deep dive after this to learn about softball because it does bother me that I have no idea what it is. What are you willing to sacrifice to win? What's important is that you're having fun. Keep your eye on the ball. I'm going to go with what's important is that you're having fun because really that's what sports should be all about. Don't kill me, please. Go friendship and kindness. This is how you know I don't follow sports at all, because like the closest thing to a sport that I follow is RuPaul's Drag Race, which is very much a sport. But yeah, I don't follow regular sports, and I don't understand them at all. I've started understanding football. That's soccer to the Americans out there. Um, I was educated on that subject recently for the World Cup, and now I understand how it works a little bit. Still not super interesting, but it is fun watching it with people who are really invested in it, because then you can feel that sort of mutual excitement, or excitement by proxy. Dad, could you kick it up a notch? Maybe throw some spice on that papaya. Sure thing, honey. I believe in you, Miranda. Watch a couple of innings of softball. I don't even know what an inning is. They aren't ready for the major leagues yet, but Craig's trained his team pretty well. It seems like he's really good with kids. Aw, Craig. Kickstand Craig is good with children. Whoa. It's amazing how hard they're hitting the ball and how no one has run off the field crying yet. Let what go? I'm perfectly fine. The opposing team is up at bat. They hit a fly ball out into center field. I don't know what any of these descriptions mean. So is softball basically baseball but for girls? In which case, fuck that. Why can't girls just play baseball? Why can't boys play softball? Why can't non-binary kids play either of those sports? See, this is where sports are fucked up. They just bring up all kinds of issues to do with gender, and yeah, I'm not a fan. The girl plops down on the grass and starts crying. Craig makes a beeline for her, checking for man, I started thinking about how this was the guy who once backflipped off of a roof and into a pool while shotgunning a beer. You can't do all those things at the same time. He's so responsible now. The game resumes after the girl calms down a bit, and we watch a couple more innings. Craig's team is crushing the other team in the 9th inning. The Ocelots seem to have given up by this point. I see one outfielder eating fistfuls of grass. A batter on the other team knocks a foul ball into the stands. I follow the trajectory and... oh no, it's coming right for me. Oh no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. I close my eyes and brace for impact. I open my eyes and look over to see Amanda holding the softball, staring at it in amazement. I caught the ball. You saved me. I caught the ball, Dad. I caught the ball. Well done, Amanda. I faced my fears. I defeated the softball. I can do anything. Amanda and I share a big hug. It's a tender moment that I don't think anyone else watching really understood. I'm proud of you, kiddo. The game ends and Craig's team are declared the victors. We sit patiently as the girls line up to take... So softball is baseball for girls. Are the rules any different? Is there any reason why you have two very similar sports but that are different purely based on gender? Walk over to the dugout to congratulate Greg was talking with some of the parents. Craig, great work, man. Thanks, we've been working hard all season. It's great to see it paying off. I'm so proud of all my girls. Speaking of which, have you met Briar and Hazel? Hello. Hey, killer playing out there. Yeah, you guys rule. Thank you. You guys are twins, huh? How many twins are in this town? Hazel. Yeah, it's me. Good looking out. Do you guys ever pretend to be each other? I don't have a twin, but I think if I did, I'd be doing that constantly. Yeah, I take all of her math tests. And I usually throw rocks and stuff, and people get mad. I tell them I'm Briar. What? We will talk about this later. Nick, bro, I just got a couple more things to clean up, then we can hang. Finally, this is what I came here for, is to hang out with him, not to watch softball. Just then, one of the moms jumps into the conversation. Not so fast, we have to celebrate our win, Craig. I'm taking the whole team to get pizza. Oh, I don't know if I can. Nonsense, the girls won. What sort of celebration could we have without a fearless leader? Oh no. We have competition. There's a mom. A mom who has the hots for Craig, which, don't blame her. Alright. Is it cool when my bro comes along? The mom looks slightly put out but covers it up with a smile. Of course. Yeah, Janet. We are coming to whatever this pizza place is. Thirsty's Pizza? What? It's a real place. Yeah. Thirsty's Pizza. That can't be. That's a bad name. And those few girls clad in softball gear pull out of a minivan into a local pizza buffet. Oh, it's like Shakey's. Oh. I went to Shakey's once in Japan. And the concept sounds very intriguing because it's all you can eat pizza. But in my experience, both from Shakey's and Pizza Hut, is that all you can eat pizza is actually not as good as it sounds. Like, pizza is something you can have a finite amount of and just be okay. Like, I mean, you always want more, but then after it's over, you regret it. So, now let's see more girls, blah, blah, blah. Okay. Reminds me of all the awful pizza we put into our bodies back in the day. Remember how we used to fold whole pies in half and then put taco food? That sounds disgusting. Why would you do that? Why would you ruin pizza and tacos? Have them separately. Pizzicos. I could never forget. Yeah, that sounds horrible. How did we survive college? Our bodies were younger back then, more elastic, more able to handle the toxic waste we put inside of us. The good old days. The kids run around playing arcade games and eating greasy food. Amanda and I jump on a couple of slices of mediocre pizza. Hey, give me a pizza, Matt. No, absolutely not. Haha, I'm just kidding. I'm strictly eating salad here. Thanks for addressing the issue, Amanda. Dad. A different mom walks up to us, talking to Craig as if we weren't even there. Craig, thank you so much for looking after our kids. My daughter tells me every day about how great you are. Oh, I'm happy to look after them. Definitely helps that I have kids of my own. It's been so hard since Daniel left. I'm glad to know that my children have a strong male role model in their lives. And when I look at each other again, Craig gets it from all angles. Craig smiles sheepishly. Thank you so much, dude. Craig holds his fist up for a fist bump from the mom in what I think is a maneuver to lighten the conversation. He looks super uncomfortable. I should throw him a bone here. I'm gonna smoke screen Martha. Alright, we're going back to my wingman days. I gotta run the blocking play. So, Martha, it must get lonely without Daniel. You know, I also happen to be an eligible single father. I waggle my eyebrows at her. Pass. Wow. Harsh, Martha. Martha, that is harsh. Like, just pass? Who does that? Like, even on, like, dating apps, I would never say pass. I'll just send them a kindly worded rejection message that I've prepared earlier that I sent to everybody. She turns her back on me to talk to Craig. So I'm taking Hazel and Briar tonight for the sleepover. That means Craig is available. All right. Gosh, this wine is starting to hit me. Yep, they're pretty excited about it. You'll keep them out of trouble, right? Of course, but I could always use help watching after everyone tonight if you're not doing... No, Martha. Martha, go away. He's not interested. He is interested in the dick. That is all he wants right now. He wants the dick. So kindly fuck off, Martha. Can I say that on the stream? Wow, this lady is really going for the gold. Ha! It'll actually be nice to have a night to myself and River, but thanks for the invite. Thank God, Craig. Martha, you might want to grab your child. She's stuffing pizza into a coin slot. Martha angrily turns her attention toward her daughter. Tiffany, not another arcade machine. I swear if we have to buy it. Martha storms off toward her kids. Okay, she seems nice. Yeah, the team is one big weird family. Takes all sorts, right? I have 3 viewers right now, guys, according to my stats, and that is a first. That is, I think, a first anyway. It is worth celebrating, so if you're watching and you feel like saying hello in the chat, please do. That's very much appreciated, so it doesn't feel like I'm just talking to the air or the camera, which I can't barely see because of this light. So yeah. If you want to say hello, please do so. I'm going to keep playing for a little bit tonight. Because I missed some streams, I'm going to actually try to make this an extra long one. Also, it's the first stream that I'm actually recording, so I don't know how that relates, but I'm not doing anything better tonight, so hey, let's keep going. Tiffany, don't eat the tokens. Tiffany's a stellar hitter. Phew, I finally think I have time to talk to Craig now. Man, you're a busy guy, huh? Only on days like today, I hope. Dad. No, go away. Go away. Gosh, dating as a single dad must be hard. Dad, can you help us beat our record on DDR? What's DDR? Dance Dance Revolution? Told Ariana's dad that you could destroy him on the dance mat. Please help. Okay, that is Dance Dance Revolution. Girls, you know I don't have my jukes anymore. But Dad... Craig looks at me like a hurt puppy. Sorry, dudes. Duty calls. I promise we'll catch up in a bit. Aww. It's all good, buddy. Oh, look at Craig wanting... Oh, no. Oh, I thought Craig was, like, dismissing his daughters so he could spend time with us, but he's dismissing us to spend time with his daughters, which I guess is what you should do. But how disappointing. Yeah, I was hoping to hang out with Craig more today. I feel like we might be a third wheel here. There's worse places in an arcade to be left to your own devices. You're right. Want to drop some coin on pinball? You know it. Amanda and I pull up to a machine that's feeling pretty hot and get to work. I'm a little rusty, but the pinball wizard... I never really got into pinball. It's a little frustrating to me and causes me to panic, and you can lose so quickly. Like, if you're good at it, it's really fun, I'm sure. But if you're not good at it, like I am, then it's not fun at all. And immediately she gets multi-ball. Looks like she takes after her father. You're pretty good. Don't patronize me. Hey, just trying to pay a compliment. Amanda says to me she's in her zen zone. She fights valiantly, racking up points by the million. She's this close to beating my score, but I feel honored just being able to watch. Who's Janet? You're friends with Craig, right? Janet from earlier. Oh, yeah, she's one of the moms. Janet from earlier walks up and leans on the pinball machine. Oh, yeah, we went to college together. Please don't lean on my thing. Huh? That's so interesting. So do you know if he's, like, available? Fuck off, Janet. He's not interested in you. He wants the dick. Just go away, Janet. Just go away. Oh, I honestly don't know. Just go for one of the other guys. Go for Brian. You can have Brian. Yeah. Seriously, you're gonna make it tilt. Because just it seems like so much work to watch after his kids. Don't you think it would be great if he, lady, I swear to God. Okay, I've never loved Amanda so much as I do right now. All of a sudden, a buzzer sounds and the game is over. Janet made the pinball machine tilt. You stone harpy. Oh my God, Amanda. What? I said I have to go over there now and put pizza in my mouth so I don't say anything that'll hurt your feelings. Amanda. Amanda. Chapeau. I love Amanda right now. I misjudged that little girl. She is actually super cool. What's going on? Now's our chance. If we don't get out of here now, we're stuck for the rest of the night. I wrangle Amanda and say some quick goodbyes with Craig. We head out the pizza place, finally. Amanda promises that she'll keep the couch warm for me and heads home. Why are we back here? This does not... I would not want... If someone took me... I don't know, actually. If someone took me to a baseball field? Is it a field? I guess it's a field. It's not a court. Someone took me to a baseball court or softball court on a date. I think I'd be kind of like, oh, this is unflattering lighting. Yeah, Amanda is the MVP. Absolutely. The lighting in a softball field would be, or any kind of field, really, a stadium or a court. The lighting is too harsh. If someone took me on a date to a sports arena, I would be horrified and mildly turned on. River burps. Though having the kid there is a little awkward. I feel like this baby is going to have problems with her legs because of just being permanently in this harness. Hold up. Craig walks over to the trunk of his car and pulls out 2 gloves and a softball. Up for some catch? That does not seem like a good activity with a kid. This might be less catch and more you throwing the ball and me running after it, but sure. We stand in the middle of the empty baseball diamond. Okay, so it's a baseball diamond. So it is the same kind of field for baseball as it is for softball. So I guess that's part of the mystery solved. I want to know, is there any difference in softball and baseball besides gender? Because if there is, I vote for abolishing softball and just having everybody play baseball. But I don't know about these things. Have a cooler in my car that we could grab, but there's only juice boxes in there. Man, fatherhood is strange. You're telling me. I can't believe I'm looking back on my kickstand Craig days and reminiscing about it. Those were some good times. I don't know anyone else who could pull off the rare horizontal kickstand. Yeah, that sounds impossible. It was a feat of discipline, bro. Trust me. I haven't properly hung out with Craig in so long, I don't even know where to begin. Where do I begin? Ask about coaching softball. Ask about the business. Ask about the kids. That's enough for now. I guess we're going to have to ask about everything because none of these questions are actually sexy. So, is softball coach the life you wanted, or was it the life that was thrust upon you? I'll admit that I was hesitant at first. Brian and Hazel had so much energy that we just had to get them into sports, but no one was there to run the team. The more I did it, the more I saw how much it meant to all the girls. I'm worried there'll be a riot if I quit. I'll also be afraid of a bunch of tiny children with metal bats. So they're metal bats they use in softball, as opposed to wooden bats that they use in baseball. So is the difference, besides gender, the fact that the bats are lighter? They're quick and they work as a team. I've trained them too well. They take you down like a pack of velociraptors on a T-Rex. I think a T-Rex would win. I mean, it depends how large the pack of velociraptors, but I remember watching Jurassic Park, and at the end, the T-Rex does a pretty good job at disposing of the velociraptors. Ask about the business. So you run a business now? Yep, we sell fitness gear. Imports and exports mostly, but we're coming up with our own line of athleisure wear soon. I nod. I mostly use my sweatpants for watching TV and not, sweating. Sounds like you'd make a killing. I feel like Nick and I are oddly similar, which is not ironic considering that he's the character I'm playing in a dating simulator. If you ever need athletic gear, I got your back. You could sponsor me. I'll rep your athleisure wear brand while I mow my lawn. That is the glamorous lifestyle we're catering to, yes. Alright, let's have some other kids. I can't believe you're a father of 3. It's so weird to capitalize father, but yes. Neither can I. You know me. I'm an indecisive person. You switch your major 4 times. Yeah, I had no idea what I wanted to do with my life, but raising kids when Briar and Hazel were born, it all finally made sense to me. It was like all the time I'd spent trying to figure things out led to them. I couldn't be happier about it. I don't think I've ever cared about anything as much as I care about them. Aww. I had the exact same feeling when Amanda was born. It was the best thing to ever happen to me. It could be the only thing that ever happened to me, and I would still be proud of the life I lived. Oh, to be a parent. It's nice out here, quiet. Must be good to get away from the softball moms for a bit, huh? Christ, Janet. Yeah, that was a lot. Are they always like that? Actually, this wasn't nearly as bad. Yikes. I'm just so not interested. Oh, Craig. I know what you want. You want the penis. And it's okay. Because Nick here is in possession of a penis. And he shall provide. Well, what are you interested in? Peace and quiet. Ugh. That hot silence. My ultimate sexual fantasy is sleeping in on a Saturday. Oh gosh, no, Craig. That's sad. No, I mean, unless you're sleeping in with a hot guy that you met on Friday night and you're sleeping in because you had sex all night and it was really hot and it just exhausted both of you, and now you're sleeping in on Saturday morning and you're going to wake up around noon and have coffee and then just watch Netflix all day until you have sex again. Anyway, but more seriously, I just can't get back into dating right now. I couldn't even if I wanted to. There's no time. And I feel so uncomfortable trying to introduce a stranger into my girls' lives. They've already been through so much. I can't put them through that. But I hear you. So the moms can hit on me all they want, but the girls are my top priority. Oh, Craig. I love Craig. Oh, the right person will come along and mention, hit soft balls, don't get hit on by moms. You're doing a great job. I'm going to be earnest. The right person will come along eventually sounds like something you would say when you're not actually ready to make a move on someone and you're pretending that you just like them as a friend and really you want them to say that you're the right person, and that's just a not cowardly move, but it lacks assertiveness. Hit softballs don't get hit on by moms. It sounds just lame. So you're doing a great job. Let's go with that. Those kids love you, and to add to that, the whole team loves you. I think you got this dad thing down right. Thanks, bro. Oh, he's so cute. Thanks a lot. That means a lot coming from you. Well, I'm not trying to miss a softball, and it hits me right on the head. Oh no! Wow, that hurts. But this is a recipe for romance. Sorry, dude. Craig runs over to me. Oh. Are you okay? Yeah. I'm fine. Wait, let me do the dad thing for a second. Craig spends a moment examining my head. It's worse than I thought. Don't tell me you have to kiss it to make it better. Oh, you would be so lucky. Oh, I'm loving this flirtation. Okay. Kissing is for the weak. I mean, that was planned. Let's go with that was planned. You probably don't teach the more advanced techniques to the little leaguers, but Babe Ruth used to catch balls with his teeth all the time. I still got it. Ha, maybe they'll learn in high school. I get up and dust myself off. River yawns. Hey, little buddy, you must be getting tired, huh? Hate to say it, but I should probably head out. Sorry things are so... You get older and life just kind of gets in the way, huh? No, Craig. Things are going so well with Craig. I don't want him to go. Hey, remember that one house party we went to that got broken up by a helicopter? How could I forget? You and me hopped over a concrete wall to get away. But the other side of the fence was a parking lot where a bunch of cops were parked. Oh man, yeah. Could you imagine the look on our faces? We just walked straight past them like we were out for a stroll. And not knowing that we were at the party, they started joking with us about how big of a bust it was. We had to talk with them for 30 minutes. You told them you were interested in joining the academy, and then they started giving me pointers for the exam. Longest 30 minutes of my life. Man, college. Good old days, right? We get back to our cars. Craig pulls me into a hug. Or at least as much as we can manage with a baby between us. Oh, stupid baby. Just, can you put the baby down? It's not a hug if there's a baby in the way. Never enough time, huh? Guess not. Let me make it up to you. Let's hang soon, yeah? Yeah, Craig. I'd like that. Psycho Nick. Jesus. He looks so terrifying. Oh, Nick. I yawn as I walk through the door, spotting Amanda hunched over her collage, glue stick in hand, burning the midnight art oil. Figured I might do something productive between episodes of Shark Hunter lip sync battles. Okay, that is so made up. Do the sharks lip sync or do the shark hunters lip sync? Yes. I look over her shoulder at the collage. Amanda, this is some good art. Look at this good art you made. Thanks, I'm just about done. Like before, it's a lot of dogs. In one corner is a giant pile of cash. In the other, it's... Amanda, is that me? Yep, the whole thing is about my goals for the future, and those are basically just to sit on a giant pile of money with my 20 dogs and also have a strong and mutually supportive relationship with my father into adulthood. Oh, now you've done it. Get ready to watch your dad cry. Here it comes. It's happening. Ah, Dad, you did this with your good art. She pats me on the back. Hey, how was your hang with Craig? I will tell you how my hang with Craig was, Amanda. It could have gone a lot better. It was good, but it was like PG romantic comedy good. There was a baby in the way. There wasn't enough overt flirting. I would not say it was a successful date. It's still very much up in the air if Craig even likes us, or if it's just, unrequited love at this point. Wipe a tear from my eye. It was good. That Craig guy sure is busy. Yeah, dude. The softball life isn't for quitters. Also, I'm very proud of you for facing your fears today. How does it feel? I'm on top of the world, Pops. I should start facing my fears more often. Oh yeah? How about tomorrow we hit some empty parking lots and practice, dare I say, parallel parking? Baby steps, Dad. I'll work my way up to it. Alright, I'm gonna hit the hay. Take care of late night television for me, alright? I'll let them know you said hey. Date complete. Huh? I don't know what all these things are, but rank A, that's good, I think. It's not S rank, but it's better than B, C, D, or if there's an F because we skip E. But I don't know what this means. Flip up sunglasses, cargo short, run, sports, coach, thirsty. Huh? I don't know what that means. Are these unlockable things? Or is it just things that we covered? Alright, let's continue. Okay, 1 out of 3 for kickstand champion. While I'm doing my afternoon word jumbles, I hear the mail truck pull through the cul-de-sac. I wonder if we got any coupons today. The nice mail person slides a couple of letters in a large yellow envelope through the slot. It takes a couple of tries for them to get it in. Hey, my coupons. I take a closer look at the large yellow envelope. I lightly knock on Amanda's door. She probably has headphones on. Okay, what day of the week is this? Is this Sunday? Because if it's Sunday, why is Amanda not in school? But if it's Sunday, why is there mail being delivered? Amanda, she yells through the door. What? I have something for you. I'm kind of busy right now. Can you come back later? Okay, just thought you'd want this big old envelope we got from HIA. Immediately, Amanda pushes her door open. Horn Institute for the Arts? I mean, if you're busy, I can come back. Father, please. I hand her the envelope, which she tears open with her teeth. That's probably bad for your teeth. She doesn't seem to hear me and spits out a piece of envelope. She pulls out a letter and unfolds it. And the suspense is killing me. This is her dream school. Amanda's face is unreadable. I feel like large envelopes are usually an acceptance letter, and small envelopes are a rejection letter, because a rejection letter usually just comes with the rejection letter, but an acceptance letter usually comes with like a whole bunch of extra things. So it's usually going to be in a larger envelope because they don't want to fold that because they want your money. I feel like I remember that's how it was when I went to university such a long time ago. But I want to say they send you like the acceptance letter, and then you also get like, course syllabus or like welcome package, like, oh, here are our dorms for X amount of money. You could be sleeping in a dorm with food and everything, and look at how amazing our dorms are, and look at how much more expensive they are than off-campus accommodation, but they're so convenient. So come live in one of our dorms. Can't believe this. Oh, honey, it's okay if you didn't. I got in. Yes. Well done, Amanda. I knew it. Told you. Large envelopes means acceptance. Amanda tosses the letter aside and gives me a big hug. Congrats, sweetie. That's amazing. I'm so proud of you. Pulls away and looks at the letter again. Oh my God, I really can't believe I got in. Well, of course you got in. You're a great student. You nailed that interview, and your photography is incredible. Wait, Dad. I know this one's really expensive and it's so far away. I think for a moment. HIA was one of the more expensive schools that Amanda applied to, but I know she's had her heart set on it for the longest time. It'll be tough, but we're going to make it work. Really? Of course. Amanda hugs me again. Thanks, Dad. Okay, sweetie, we're celebrating tonight. Dinner, your choice, wherever you want. Wherever. Amanda and I walk along the bayside, tearing into our foil-wrapped burritos from a nearby food truck. Oh, this is such a nice setting, and also burritos are the best food ever. Like, no other food is as perfect as a burrito, I feel. Could have chosen anywhere in Maple Bay. Cost was not a determining factor. Please, Dad, you know I'm a simple gal. Just give me a Rito with a view. Okay, who called burritos Ritos? Can't say I'm mad. Amanda and I sit on a patch of grass and watch ships sail lazily through the bay. And the dorms are right near a bunch of cafes, and there are all these galleries nearby, and there's a discount if you bring your student ID. And Amanda, slow down. You're going to choke on your burrito. I know, I'm just excited. Did I mention that students get their own studio space once they're seniors, and we get all the professional photo editing software for free? Well, I hate to break it to you, Amanda, but it's probably not for free if it's an expensive school. It's probably kind of included in the cost. So, really, it's not free. Few things are actually ever free. It's nice to see Amanda so enthusiastic about HIA, but I wish she wouldn't do it in between bites of her burrito. I thought I taught her to chew with her mouth closed. I wonder who my roommate's going to be. You take a survey online and they match you with someone with a similar major and interest. I bet we're going to be best friends. No, Amanda, you will not be best friends with your first roommate. I can guarantee you that. Your first roommate is probably going to be extremely annoying. Nice at first, but actually then you realize you have nothing in common and that little things grate on you, like the fact that you don't have the same sleeping schedule, and one of you wants to have people over and the other one doesn't, and one of you smells bad and it's not you. Gosh, I do not miss sleeping in a dorm with a roommate. That was horrible. Though not as bad as in being in a house with a bunch of bad flatmates, which the thing is, I've never been in a house with all bad flatmates, but all it takes is one. All it takes is one person to ruin it for everybody else. Whether it's the person who set up the internet unbeknownst to everybody else, and it's now in their name, and now none of you can actually get internet because he controls all the internet and goes straight to his room, and he just watches porn all day, and then sometimes leaves his dildo in the bathroom, and then he doesn't come out of his room for weeks on end, and then you think maybe he hanged himself after realizing that his flatmates found said dildo in the bathroom. And it's all just unpleasant. Or you have that one flatmate who drinks all your sambuca and then replaces it with water, thinking that that's going to fool you for more than half a minute. God, I do not miss roommates at all. Not one bit. Craig and I were roommates. Okay, good roommate can be a lifelong friend. That is a lie, Nick. There's no such thing as a good roommate. And don't get me started on bad roommates. Yes, Nick. Most roommates are bad. Flatmates or housemates are more tolerable because you don't actually share a room with them. But they can also be terrible. Yes. I'm just kidding. We didn't have a bad roommate. No, that's a lie, Nick. Don't lie. Bad roommates are prolific. There are 9 bad roommates to 1 good roommate. I swear. They're all bad. They're all bad. There's no such thing as a good roommate. The only way you could have a good roommate is if you are fucking them. And then they are not a roommate. They are your boyfriend or girlfriend or partner or spouse. So there are no bad roommates. You are a bad roommate. Exactly. Yeah. You are the bad roommate. If you think there's no bad roommates, you're the bad roommate. Yeah. Because for every bad roommate, every bad roommate is usually paired up with a good roommate. Good roommates are never paired up with other good roommates because there's just not enough good roommates in the world for that to happen. So usually it's like if there's a house and there's 5 rooms and each of those rooms is split between 2 people, there's only going to be 1 good roommate in that entire rotation. So that good roommate will automatically be paired up with a bad roommate. It's just the way the world works. You just have to accept it and then realize that roommates are a bad idea and you shouldn't have them. Puppies don't count as roommates. Puppies are great. We spent a semester fabricating a story about our new foreign exchange student who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark. Carl ruled. Oh, they let you have animals in the dorms if you get a note saying you need one. I bet I could forge one. I think I'd get a rabbit. Or maybe, if you're asking your dad, you don't need to forge it. You could just get your dad to sign it. Or unless you need a doctor to sign it. The snake eat a rabbit though. Don't get a snake and a rabbit. Just don't. Get a rabbit or a snake, but don't get both. Oh boy, I think I'll leave all that up to you. If you, yeah. She's so excited. I don't want to disappoint her, but I need to be real for a second. So you know how that talk with Mr. Vega? He didn't tell you about the dumpster fire, did he? What? No. Okay, I need you to knock it out of the park these last few months of school, okay? If you really want to go to Horns, we need that scholarship money. That is right, because she's not doing well in school. I know you can do it. Come on, Amanda, you can do it. Promise I'll try harder. I pat her on the back. Think you can handle a 14-hour drive to come home for the holidays? There's going to be some treacherous ice roads to cross. Where do you even live? You're on the coast and it looks like there's palm trees. Don't even get me started on the paranormal occurrences. Well, it'll be worth it if I get to see you. My eyes immediately well up with tears. Oh, Dad, don't cry. Sorry, I'm just very, very proud of you. Oh, that's sweet. Dad, stop. You're going to make me cry too. It's too late, honey. It's happening. If only Nick didn't look like such a creep, I think this was a really sweet moment, but put man in for a hug and kiss her on the forehead. Oh, love you, kiddo. Gosh, Nick looks so terrifying. Love you too, Pops. That tip number 15. Okay. Oh, I can go. Oh, I've got a message from Craig. Hey, dude, I've got the runs. That's a weird message to send someone. Oh, I've got just the thing. I had to the store and grab you a real chunky milkshake, cherry licorice, and a book of word jumbles that I find helpful in strenuous times such as these. I don't think a milkshake is a good remedy for diarrhea. What? Wouldn't that make it worse? Yes, it would make it worse. Thank you, Craig. Oh, it's not for the diarrhea. Milkshakes are just comforting. Yeah. Wait, why are we talking about this? Bye. I've got the runs. I meant that I feel like running. Oh, no. Wanna to come with me to the gym. Why do I feel less excited about that than getting you home remedies for diarrhea? Come on, man, it'll be fun. Go to the gym with Craig. You know what, sure. When are we doing this? There's 30 more minutes left in this Meet Hell marathon. I'm outside right now. I'm warming up. Oh my gosh, that's hot. Note, it is not hot when a date just shows up outside your house unannounced. That is actually creepy. But in a dating simulator, that is hot. Actually, that is a really important thing to remember. Things in dating simulators that are hot are often really creepy in real life. The same goes for rom-coms and chick lit. Actually, that is something I will be pointing out from now on. Things that are creepy outside of the context of a dating simulator. At least let me see if Betty gets away from the wolves in time to go a sopressata wrapped cheesecake. I don't know what sopressata is, but that sounds wrong. Do it once, do it right. I disagree with that. Oh, no, it's a mini game. My gym just installed these new virtual jogging treadmills. We'll feel like we're running outdoors. Oh, Joseph is here. You can see other runners on your screen too. Let's try it out together. Other runners, will I be able to keep up? Don't worry, we're here to cheer each other on. I'll be right there with you. Just get a rhythm going. Keep your heart rate up, but don't overexert yourself. You'll do great. How do we play this? Oh, how do we play this? I don't know how to play this. Oh, I guess we click. We click to speed up, but we just got to make sure we don't get too sweaty. Okay, we're doing this. Come on, Craig. Oh, Craig. Why is there an eggplant? I guess when we're near Craig, we get an eggplant emoji because him being in close proximity turns us on and helps us run faster, which makes sense. Though an actual erection would probably make running more awkward. Also, I would not want to run faster than him. Oh, yeah, there we go, there we go. Okay, this got weirdly erotic just now. So I guess we need to try and like get cheered on by Craig. Come on, Craig, cheer us on so we can get an eggplant. Yes, Craig. No, Craig. I need the eggplant emoji. Show us your penis. Yes! Okay, we've got an erection that will help us run faster. Come on, Craig. We're almost there. My hand is getting tired from clicking. I'm not used to clicking this fast. Okay, we've got an erection again. We can run faster. I hope I don't get banned on Twitch for saying erection, but I feel like there's nothing wrong with that word. All right, let's keep going, keep going. This is a long race, guys. Come on. Come on, Craig. We need another eggplant. Oh, yeah. Oh, Craig is such a sweetheart. Look at him giving us erections to finish the race. S++. Okay, I feel like that's probably the best score, if not S++. Oh, you've got dads. Okay, okay. Now, do we want to keep dating Craig? I'm going to take a short break again, but I'm totally ready to keep playing for a little bit longer, so it's going to be like a 2-minute break. So I'll be right back. All right, everybody, I am back, and let's just jump right back in. So, we have a few different options for our date. I am hesitating between going on another date with Craig or going on a date with one of the other dads. If anyone's watching and wants to vote, please do so now in the chat. I feel like right now it's between another day with Craig, a date with Damien, a date with Joseph, maybe a date with Robert, but that would be a bad date. Joseph, I'm intrigued by. I wasn't into him at all at the beginning of the stream, but he had secrets. Granted, he is married, and I usually don't like to date married men. But, you know, his wife doesn't seem all that nice, and I think maybe their marriage is on the way out. And while I would not condone sleeping with a married man, it seems that Joseph has maybe some needs that Mary cannot meet. So let's go with Joseph. Yeah, why not? Let's go with Joseph. Let's just send him. So voted Maple Bay's #1 youth minister for 5 years running. Already not a fan. Living in my hometown with my beautiful wife, and our 4 amazing kids. No. If I'm not in church, you can catch me out on the open water, setting sail on the seas of adventure. I love playing guitar and crushing my kids at Candyland. On Friday night, you're most likely to lead the community in a fun mixer. That's better than going for cardio on a Friday night. If you had one thing to take with you on a desert island, what would it be? My 6 string. What are your turn-ons, my loving wife? You are such a liar, Joseph Christensen. What did you want to be when you grew up? Ship captain. What's your favorite movie genre? Feel-good movies. What's your ideal date? Lovely night on the town with my wife. Ugh. What do you never leave home without? The Good Book. I spend a lot of time thinking about how I can be a better man, husband, and father. This profile. Oh, it's terrible. It almost sounds like this profile was actually written by his wife. Always try to make others around you happy. Oh, that is sweet. It sounds a little weird, but Joseph seems cool. I should take him up on his offer to hang out. Wait, how do I hang out with a priest? I don't go to church. Should I be Jesus-y? No. I imagine Joseph's family staring at me as I fumble through some sort of prayer attempt. Maybe not too Jesus-y. A light smattering of Jesus. Jeez. Go with Joseph. Ruin his marriage and left. Okay, yes. I'm glad I went with Joseph. I didn't see that message, but yes. We are going to ruin Joseph's marriage. Will he want me to pray? Is he going to pray at me? Do I have to pray at him? I don't think you pray at people. Though a lot of Christians would probably disagree because they like to pray at people. Talking to Joseph, huh? Amanda, how many times have I told you not to sneak up on me like that? I selectively ignored every time you do, Pops. Amanda looks over my shoulder at the screen. Joseph can't read your mind, you know. If you want to talk, just message him. But I've never been friends with a priest before. What do I talk about? My favorite Bible passages? Ice cream socials? Cockies? First of all, he's youth minister with a tattoo, not a priest. There's a difference. You're overthinking it, Dad. Listen, just put it like this. Hello, neighbor. Thanks again for the invite to the barbecue. I'd love to hang out soon if you're not too busy. Isn't that a little too business casual? Fine. Give me the keyboard. I got this. No, don't give your daughter the keyboard, please. I mean, she is a cool daughter, but she's probably inexperienced in dating, and she will not. Hi, Joseph. It was great meeting you and your family. I'm still new around here, so if you'd like, I'd love to hang out and get to know you. See ya. Okay, that's not bad. In real life, teenage daughters would not be writing such good messages, probably. And it probably would not help you hook up with a married man. Probably. Hi, Nick. If you're not doing anything in a bit, the kids and I are baking treats for the church sale today, and we'd love to have you over. It'll be a blast, so let me know. I am weirdly both turned on and turned off by this proposition because I am kind of turning around on Joseph, only because I feel like we can corrupt Joseph. Joseph is not the saint that he presents himself as. We can lure him over to the dark side. I'm more concerned about him signing his name with a tilde. I'm willing to let his life this time. I respond back. Sounds like fun. Nick. Great. Come on by the house as soon as you're ready. We'll be here. This sounds hot. I like this. This scare-roused. Okay, that is such a great term. Scare-roused is exactly how I feel right now. I feel, save a brownie for me. Promise you won't sneak up on me anymore. Amanda stares at me, unblinking. I don't make promises I can't keep. Real to a fault, Pops. And Dad, please don't be weird about the religion thing. Me, weird? Never. What is this house? Who owns a house like this? Only fundamentalist Christians who run a church because they have a lot of money. Whereas the people who go to the church probably don't. But what if they hang up a bunch of crosses or collect those little porcelain babies? What if they're all praying? Do they pray before dinner, during dinner, over the porcelain babies? Probably all of the above. Or begins the creek open, a shadowy figure obscured on me. This, I have to say, is starting to sound like the premise of a porn movie. Like fundamentalist Christian dad who's just not having a fulfilled sex life, and then hunky but psychotic neighbor shows up, and then the kids get neglected while the dads go up to the bedroom. Actually, it'd be better if there were no kids in the scenario at all, actually. So they're baking treats for the kids, but the kids are not there. Yeah, that's better. Christian? Hey, it's either Christian or Chris. I cannot remember. Fuck. I can't remember, and I want to remember now. Is it Christian or... I know it's not Krish. Krish, without the first H, is the youngest. And the twins are... Is it Chris or Christian? Come on. Is it Chris or Chris? I'm going to go with Chris, because I think the twins are Christian and Krista. Hi again, I'm Nick. I know what your name is. Oh yeah, we met at the barbecue. How's the, please don't say it. Jesus. Oh gosh. Chris blinks slowly. Maybe he did. Okay, it is Chris. Yes. Okay. Maybe you didn't hear that. You're weird. Is your dad... Before I finish, Chris walks into an adjacent room, leaving me in front of the open doorway. Home? This was a great first impression. For a moment, I wonder if I should just go in, further subjecting Joseph's family to my winning attitude and artful charisma. Mercifully, Joseph picks his head around the corner. Nick, Nick, you made it. Joseph approaches with his arms wide. Huh. Okay, this 100% sounds like the premise of a porn movie. I'm so glad you could come by. Are you ready to bake? Bake being a euphemism for sex. I am not. I'm as ready as I'll ever be. That's the kind of semi-confidence I like to see in a baking assistant. Come on in. Oh. Joseph leads me into a bright, spacious home full of nautical knickknacks. This isn't what I imagined at all. It's actually pretty charming. I believe you met Chris, who left you outside. Chris. Are you going to apologize? Oh, right, sorry. Try to make eye contact with Chris, but he keeps looking away. He must be really shy. It's all right. Next time, just be a little more inviting to our guests, okay? Sure. Chris seems to relish the chance to escape the conversation and quickly vanishes into his room. Joseph turns to me apologetically. Don't take it personally. No, Joseph, I won't. Chris likes to keep to himself. I mean, we didn't start off on the best foot in the world, plus being the eldest in a big family can't be easy. We try to cut him a little slack where we can. Oh, fuck. Good thing I got my next drink ready. And here are the twins. Christian, Christy, say hello to Nick. That one's Christian, see? I knew I remembered it was one of the twins. Kids, come on, dial it back on the creepy twin stick. Creepy twin stick? Egg them on. Can you two say, come play with us, Danny? Oh, no. The twins stare up in unblinking unison. Come play with us, Danny. Oh, we got hearts. Joseph covers his mouth and looks away, but he's clearly holding back a big laugh. This is it. This is my Dad World Series. Okay, now say, please help us, Mothra. Please help us, Mothra. No, I can't take it. Joseph is trying his best not to break in front of his kids. The twins seem to be catching on and look eager to bust their dad. But can we keep it up? Go with something creepy. Now say, they all float down here. They all float down here, Father. Joseph can't take it anymore. Despite his quiet protestations, he's laughing pretty hard into his hand, and the kids giggle with him. Aww. Aww. The twins, obviously pleased with the new arsenal of spooky weapons, leave the room to terrorize the rest of the community. My work here is done. I really like Joseph. I did not think I was going to like him, but here I am, kind of wishing his pants were off. I'm going to be hearing those lines for weeks. Yes, you are. Next time we hang out, I'll try to teach him some lines from The Thing. Good choice. All right, so it looks like we've got a bit of a troublemaker on our hands. You think you can out-trouble a career pro? I don't know about that. I'm suddenly interrupted by a loud crash from the kitchen. What now? That doesn't sound good, Christy. Responds. Joseph furrows his brow and motions for me to stay where I am. Wait here a minute. Joseph rushes into the kitchen. I remember this with Amanda. Half of fatherhood is trying to keep your kids from finding creative ways to kill themselves, and he's got 4. Talk about worry. I take a seat on his surprisingly pristine couch and twiddle my thumbs. Should I just go straight into the kitchen? Let's just examine the bookshelf. It's a pretty sturdy wooden bookshelf. It looks handmade. Did Joseph build this? Oh, if he did, wow, that's a turn on. I absolutely love a man who's good with his hands. There's a big stack of what look like travel magazines. Hyenas of the Serengeti, the underwater mysteries of the Antarctic, and on and on. Seems like Joseph really loves a good adventure. Unless this is a Mary thing. Who knows? Next to him are a couple of different Bibles. Looks like he's covering all the Bible bases. King James, New American Standard, the Bible for teens. He's a cool youth minister after all. On a higher shelf, there are a bunch of old romance novels. Judging by the wine stains, these must be Mary's. I can't believe she's got them like on the bookshelf. The newest one looks like Hot Body Johnson, Sex Detective. Wow. That's not even like trying to be discreet. Because like romance novels, titles can, like, they're on a scale, you know? They're like really overtly sexual to very subtle, and this is overtly sexual. So it sounds like Mary might not be getting a lot of Joseph's dick. My 8th installment in what? This is a series? I'm going to go ahead into the kitchen because I don't really... Okay, I'll look at the coffee table. There's a couple of cool knickknacks on the coffee table in front of me. Hey, a cross. Hey, another cross. This one looks a little different. And a third cross. Unified design aesthetic, smart choices. Oh, this is creepy. There's also a brass thing here. It looks like something a sailor would use to navigate with. I think they're called sextants. They are indeed. Huh, sex. Well, you have this many kids and things are bound to end up on the floor, no matter how hard you try to keep it clean. I spot a terrified cloth doll that appears to have had both arms pulled off several times and stitched back together a lot. The tag says C+C, of course. Set down and spot a houseplant. Hey, little guy. Keep being you, tiny houseplant. I spot one last thing on the floor next to the houseplant. It's a silver necklace. Wow, this looks expensive for something casually tossed on the floor. There's a story here. It's none of my business. It's been a while. I guess I should go in the kitchen and see what's up. I walk in the kitchen to find Joseph holding Christy in one arm. She seems a lot calmer than she was a minute ago. Twins are a lot more manageable when they're separated. Well, duh. Where's Christian? He ran off. Christy dips a spoon in the brownie batter and gives it a taste. Dad, it's too sweet. You're too sweet. No, I'm not. You're so sweet, we might have to water you down with spiders. No, not spiders. Joseph begins tickling Christy with his free hand. Between the laughing and squirming, I don't know how he's got a hold of her, but that girl is locked in place. The man is a professional child wrangler. Christy fixes me with her best puppy dog eyes. Save me from the spiders. Spoon Jewel, the Spider King. Renegade option. Okay, this renegade option is so mysterious. Because Spoon Jewel, the Spider King, just doesn't seem all that exciting. But I don't know what this renegade option is. You know what? I'm going to save. Let's go with renegade option. Sorry, Christy, but I've been working with the spiders the whole time. No! They bought my allegiance with the promise of flies. All hail the spiders. Joseph grins and continues his tickle torture. No one escapes the wrath of the spiders. After a few seconds, he relents and puts Christy down. She immediately retreats behind his leg, where she watches me quietly. Christy, don't you want to bake with Nick? Christy vigorously shakes her head. It must be my alliance with House Tickle Spider. Are you sure? You'll get first dibs on the biggest piece of brownie. Christy hesitates, then shakes her head no again. Sparkle Pony? Ouch. Joseph covered his disappointment quick, but that looked like it hurt. You don't want to bake with Dad now? You want to play with Sparkle Pony? Yes. Okay, go. Good. We don't need kids here for what's about to be a porn movie. Before Joseph can even finish his sentence, Christy's out the door and down the hall. Ahead, Joseph sighs deeply as he stares into the chocolate batter. He tastes it again, face twisting. And that is still way too sweet. You know what you need in those brownies? Some can of butter. Egg beaters on the loading floor. It's my new techno single. Still haven't thought of a B-side. Now we're both looking into the batter. It's got a sickly sheen of sugar and chocolate candies throughout, and I have a feeling Christy had something to do with that. We need a fresh start. Oh yeah, like I said, I'm not really a baker, but don't even sweat it. The bag came with instructions that have mysteriously vanished along with my daughter, so we'll probably be fine. Probably. Yes, it's called the internet. You can look up recipes on the internet. You just have to scroll past the whole preamble and life story of whoever wrote the recipe. Certainly looks confident. All right, Nick. You've baked a cake from a box before, once. How hard could this be? Now grab a spoon and get ready to rock. Mario Batali, save me. Joseph and I set to work, cracking the eggs and mixing the things and then pouring the things according to how we assumed the back of the box would tell us to. Things go according to plan, and soon enough we have a solid batch of brownies. Brownies are so easy to make that you do not need to buy a box and a mix to make brownies, especially if you have what looks like a Cuisinart mixer and a really fancy kitchen. You can just make brownies from scratch. It's not that hard. All you need is butter, flour, sugar, chocolate, eggs, baking powder, cocoa powder, which sounds like a lot of things, but it's really not that much. They're dead easy to make. Brownies are one of the easiest things to make. It's really hard to mess up brownies. I would say brownies are easier than pancakes, actually. Brownies are the easiest thing you can bake, period. There. Not like alfajores. Yes, alfajores. So I made alfajores, which actually were not terribly different. So alfajores are this Latin American sweet. They're common in Argentina and Chile, and I tried to make Chilean alfajores, which are, so you take dulce de leche, which I made from scratch, which took me 6 hours per batch. I made 2 batches because I fucked up the first batch, so 12 hours altogether. Made it with goat's milk and panela, which is a Latin American unrefined sugar, which I had to go to a Latin American store to get. And so the dulce de leche is really hard to make, which you can buy in a jar, even here in Belgium. So that was upsetting to find on the shelf of the supermarket. But the biscuits, they're like crackers. They have no sugar in them, and they're actually relatively easy to make compared to the dulce de leche. But still probably much harder than brownies. So yeah, would not recommend making alfajores from scratch unless you really want to. And if you do, just buy dulce de leche. Don't make it yourself because it's ludicrously long and actually kind of expensive, especially if you use goat's milk. But the goat's milk does add a nice sort of depth to the flavor. So if you're going to make it from scratch, do make it with goat's milk. Otherwise, there's absolutely no point in making them from scratch at all. Anyway, back to our date. Joseph has a little dot of batter on it. Oh, please kiss it. Please kiss it or wipe it or do something. We need more action in this dating simulator. Wow, Nick, way to use those dad skills. I bet you baked a few box mixes in your time. That sounds like such a pickup line. Really bad pickup line. What? His nose. Joseph. All we have to do is bring these to the bake sale and voila, duty done. Ahem. Now help me find Christy. Keep your eye out for a pony that sparkles. Joseph, hold still. What? Thumb in position and got it. Joseph's eyes go wide as I gently wipe the chocolate off his nose. Is he blushing? Of course he's blushing. Oh, thanks. No problem. In less than a second, I've licked the batter off my finger. It's really good batter. We should find Christy. No, you just kiss, goddammit. Kiss. Oh, he's got a little bead of sweat on his face. Oh. Yes, we should do that, Nick. Out of context, this whole line would sound totally different. Or it would sound exactly the same. But it would mean something very different. Joseph quickly composes himself. All right, she can't be far. You take the delta position and I'll watch your 6. Do you even know what that means? Alpha Tango Sparkle. Roger, Roger. Joseph starts making his way down the hall and calls back to me. Take the brownies and the rest of the stuff I baked earlier today while I get Christy. We'll meet you out by the car. Oh. Joseph, Christy, and I arrive at the church parking lot to find fold-out tables and pop-up tents already set up. Looks like the bake sale is already in full swing. Wow, this place is packed. Is this packed? that line also sounds like something that out of context could mean something very different. There are a few people milling around. Must be a value pack. If you can count a city's population on your fingers and toes, this counts as fact. Point. Christy rockets out of the car and into the lot. Is she running on jet fuel? I want to sell brownies. Go sell brownies. Leave the grown-ups to do grown-up things. Okay, let's get set up. I want to see Mom. She's down by the other row of tables helping out with another group. Want to go over there and tell her I said hi? Mom! Christy zips off immediately. Joseph seems unconcerned. He's looking straight at us. I can't believe how much I like Joseph right now. I am weirdly super turned on by Joseph. Does she always run that fast? Yeah, and I can only catch her half the time. These knees aren't what they used to be. I remember when Amanda was her age. I couldn't get her to sit still for 5 seconds. Yep, great age to deal with. While Christy's gone, Joseph and I arrange all our baked goods on the table and settle in. So, are we allowed to eat any of our own goods? Look, if I don't see nothing, I don't say nothing. The man upstairs has strong feelings about snitches. Does he actually? Joseph shrugs. He eats a brownie. It looks like some of the other stalls are selling drinks, little handmade crafts, and other sweets. Oh, I love Joseph. Can we choose all the dads? Is there a polyamorous option in this game? Because I want more than one dad. I like Craig, but I also like Joseph. Yeah, how are we supposed to compete with an ice cream machine? Please, this is my first time to the rodeo, the bake sale rodeo. There's actually no rodeo here. It's just a bake sale. I think you and I put together can make... Oh, he's so sweet. I like Joseph so much. Can make... No, okay. Oh, yeah. Let's go with... Oh, yeah. We high five. Oh. If you bake it, they will come. It's not long before we have our first customer. Oh, competition. Matt is here. Hey, dude. Hiya. Matt, Carmencita, great to see you guys out here. Happy to support a good cause. Plus, as the owner and proprietor of the Coffee Spoon, an establishment that specializes in baked goods, I have to scope out the competition. Or you could get Joseph's brownies and sell them in your coffee shop. They probably shouldn't come from a mix. They should probably be homemade if you're going to sell them in your hipster coffee shop. Joseph leans close to me. This guy knows his stuff. Stay on your toes. So, what recipe did you use for these brownies? Don't say use the box recipe. Don't say use the box recipe. I don't know what that WTF refers to, because I just saw it, but Carmencita should be the diminutive for Carmen, but it has a typo. Oh, it does? It should be Carmencita with a C. Yeah. That is unfortunate. But let's be honest. We don't care about Carmencita. We care about Carmencita's dad. Like, the kids are there just as supporting cast. So, should we say we improvised, or it's just how Nana used to make? Well, we're going to say we improvised because that is actually true, because we did not follow the box recipe. We just improvised, even though it was a recipe from a box. But we didn't have the box, so we improvised. I just let the baking spirit move through me, a little bit of flour here, a pinch of salt there. It's sort of like interpretive dance, but with cooking. Interpretive cooking, yes, or baking, as the case would be. You can never make the same thing twice. Every batch is special. There will never be another batch of brownies with the exact same flavor sensation that these right here have. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, Matt. All right. We'll take 2. Actually, we'll take 3. I ring them up and high-five Joseph as our happy customers walk away. See, not so hard. Ugh. That last line would have been gold. Not so hard. Come on, Nick. Get on it. Yeah, I'm hot off the good feelings from the last sale. Who's next? We sell brownies to a bunch of people I don't recognize, but who clearly know Joseph. Eventually another familiar face pops up. Like, oh, Brian. Fucking Brian. Close enough. Can we interest you two in any of our fine sweets and treats? You sure can. I bet I could eat 10 brownies. Must resist urge to be competitive. Let the man buy his brownies. So I'll put you down for 10? Ha, better make it just 2. 1 for me and 1 for Daisy. Coming right up. You excited for a youth group movie night? Oh gosh, that sounds terrible. That reminds me of when I was a Mormon and I was at BYU. And BYU is Brigham Young University, which is a Mormon university in Utah, if you don't know. And they had a youth club night. And this is in the U.S., where drinking age is 21 anyway, and also you're Mormons, so you don't drink. And so this nightclub in town in Provo, Utah, which is a town that you'd be surprised has a nightclub because it is basically a one-street town that relies entirely on the campus. Youth, like church youth, whatever, club night was exactly what you'd imagine, which was they booked a nightclub for the evening. It wasn't really a night. There was no alcohol. The lights were bright, not in a good way, and the music was okay. The thing is, if you want that kind of night to work, to actually be fun, the music has to be amazing, because that is literally the only thing you've got going for you. That and company. And I can tell you, as someone who was actually there, the company was not great. And the music was not great. And the only thing I remember from that night is that one of my friends picked me up, I think, early because I did not want to stay. And we had a really amazing, deep conversation in his car, parked outside my building. And I can't remember the details of the conversation, but I feel like in another life, it would have gotten sexy. If we were playing this game, it would have gotten sexy. But we weren't playing this game, so it did not get sexy. But it did get deep. And it was certainly much better than youth church night, or whatever that was. Surprise, Joseph leans over to me. It's The Fast and the Furious. Oh, that's probably a good movie for a youth club night. I have not seen any of the Fast and the Furious films. If you think about it, there's some heavy religious undertones. Can we just leave religion out at the door, please? Joseph hangs the baggie to Daisy. I made sure to give you guys the edges. Clearly the superior part of the brownie topography. Thanks, Joseph. No, the edges are not the best part of the brownie. The middle. You want the middle. That's the fudgy part. The edges. I mean, the edges are not... There's no bad parts to a brownie, but if you're going to give someone the better part of a brownie, it's going to be the middle part. The corners especially are the least fudgy of the pieces. It's certainly not superior to the rest of it. These are selling pretty hot. At this rate, we'll have enough money to pay for a new paint job on the church pews in no time. I do not believe that. Wait, what happened to the pews? Ernest spray painted his rapper alias onto them. Young Steinbeck. I would have gone for Young Man and the Sea, but I can respect that. Speaking in ministerial terms, Ernest is hard to reach. In father terms, Ernest is kind of a turd. Being a cool youth minister seems like a lot of work. It is, but it's worth it. Although, sometimes I wish. What do you wish, Joseph? The way he's like standing there and like smirking and blinking, I'm just like... I feel like the entirety of this game is like taking porn, but taking, like, just condensing it just to the plot elements of porn without the actual sex. This is what this game feels like, which I guess is most dating simulators, really. Never mind. What? It's kind of silly, but do you ever wish you could just drop everything and go lounge around on a beach somewhere in the tropics, drink fruity blended beverages, fall asleep in a hammock, basically live out a Jimmy Buffett song? I don't know who Jimmy Buffett is, but oh, Joseph, you're so gay. I mean, just look at his outfit. Joseph, I think about this every single day of my life. My dream is to live in Margaritaville. One day, my friend, one day we'll be on island time. We make a couple more sales to some more church patrons. Everything seems to be going smoothly. Off in the distance, I spot my old buddy Craig. No. Oh, no, Craig. He's going to be a hard sell. Craig's a fitness man. I think he comes to these bake sales to test himself, to see if he has the resolve to refuse processed sugar. Oh, no. Now we have this conflict of interest because we like Craig. So we don't want to manipulate him into eating a brownie. But we like Joseph, and we want to sell the brownies. Are you sure you're ready for this? We go way back. I got this. Craig jogs up to our table with Briar and Hazel in tow. They're each finishing an ice cream cone, so it's unlikely we're going to sell them on brownies too. Brownies and ice cream are the best combination. Probably won't be able to sell to the baby. She's impossible to read. It all comes down to Craig. Hey, bros. Hi, Uncle Joseph. I wish the kids weren't here. I feel like the kids really ruined this whole dating simulator vibe. Unless you are a parent. But to me, like, most of the time I'm like, oh, get rid of the kids. But then I kind of think I wish this game were more X-rated than it actually is. Hi, Amanda's dad. Would you be interested in one of our delicious homemade brownies? I don't know. You can't spell diet without die. Tempt him. Remember that one time? Well, I don't think it's the middle one. I'm going to go with either remember that one time or tempt him. Remember that one time? I feel like remember that one time would probably be an incident that does not... Actually, no, it might be about... Hey, Craig, when we were freshmen, remember how our next door neighbors pranked us by switching out our laundry detergent with dish soap and how the washing machine exploded with suds? And then we decided to get back at them by baking brownies for them, but sprinkling high-intensity hot sauce into the mix, and then we watched them cry after eating it. I would feel bad, but we had to clean up the laundry room ourselves. Anyway, these brownies are like that, but without the hot sauce. Maybe you should get one more for old time's sake. Craig thinks for a second. Well, the girls just won that game. You know what? We'll take one for each of us. Yes. Even River? I'll eat hers. Oh my god, we got eggplants from Joseph. I'm assuming eggplants are probably even better than hearts. So, score. The day winds down and we're pretty much out of items to sell. Everyone starts packing up. Christy eventually comes back and immediately falls asleep in Joseph's folding chair. Boxed mix, huh? Ugh, I hate Mary. Mary, fuck off. Just go hook up with Robert. Oh, hi, honey. Yup, they're selling like hotcakes, which is actually, they're just brownies. Cute and boring and safe. Hey, Mary. Mary's eyes dart over to me. What's the rookie doing here? I was just hoping to introduce Nick to the rest of the community. Uh-huh. You get a load of this freak show? What? Weird folk is all. Holier than thou types. Don't you think, Nick? Mary? Let the kid answer the question. Mary's awful. They're kind of weird. They seem nice. Shove a brownie in your mouth so you can't talk. I'm going to say would they seem nice because I want to get on Joseph's good side. They all seem like they're really excited to help out the church. It's pretty cool, I guess. Mary, can we talk about this later? Oh, am I embarrassing you in front of your new friend? Joseph doesn't respond, trying his hardest to keep his cool. Can we please talk about this later? Sure thing, honey bear. Mary turns her attention to me. Hand over the cash. Jesus, I'm not trying to rob you. I'm in charge of the funds here. Hand over the cash we've made. It feels like a hefty wad. Oh, a hefty wad. This game, really? A hefty wad, if I may say so myself. Thanks. Now give me your wallet. What? Give me your wallet. You think this church is going to fix itself? Mary? I'm kidding. Sorry, I'll work on the whole pretending to be happy thing. Mary leans in and whispers to me. He's really good at it. Oh gosh. Mary walks off without saying goodbye. Yeesh. I'm really sorry about that. I just realized that you guys can't see Nick because I'm covering him on the screen. It's probably a good thing because Nick looks crazy. Let's go with Ernest. Yeah. Are you okay? She really likes pushing your buttons, huh? Joseph shrugs. No marriage is perfect. You ready to head out? Yes, with you. Joseph and I load the folding tables back into my car. Christine nods off the moment Joseph straps her into the car seat. I drop Joseph off in front of his house. A small yawn sneaks out of me. Looks like I tuckered you out, huh? I'm a sleepy dad. I think I might finally be crashing from all the sugar. Huh, I won't keep you up then. Thanks for helping out today. Happy to do it. Also happy to eat brownies. Well, next time I'll promise we'll do something a bit more exciting and a bit less free labor. And I'm very sorry about the whole thing with Mary. You shouldn't have had to see that. It's fine, really. I know. But first, hang out domestic problems aren't a good look. You barely know me. Let me make it up to you next time. It won't be Margaritaville, but we'll do something fun. Promise. Oh, Joseph. Oh, Joseph. I bet Joseph is amazing in bed. Probably better than Craig. Oh, and one last thing. Joseph tosses a cling wrap brownie through the window. It hits me in the face, but I'm able to catch it. It's the last one. You earned it. Oh, Joseph. Please don't leave me alone with this brownie. Nope, too late. I'm already walking away. But, bye. Joseph walks up to his home. He waves at me before carrying Christy inside. Well, looks like it's just you and me, brownie. Eat the brownie now. I force the brownie down my gullet. Don't force it down. Just enjoy it. Knowing full well that this will be my last undoing, I will feel this later. I step inside to find Amanda doing homework on the couch. Hey, father unit. Hi, child that I'm required by law to care for. How's homework? It's really fun and educational. Really? How long have you known me for? Right. How was the bake sale? Good. I think I really could have made a good life for myself as a brownie salesman. Glad to hear it. So what? Were there any extra brownies, or did you maybe sneak one? Or, sorry kiddo, no dice. Feel immediate shame for scarfing that last brownie. Actually, I don't. If it's shame or just nausea, I don't know if it's shame or just nausea from all the brownie, but it could be both. Oh, that's okay. Hey, if you're not going to bed anytime soon, would you be game for some real shark hunters of Orange County? I thought the last hunter got eaten by a shark. He did. I sit down next to her and cozy up with a blanket. Awesome. Try to drive in a way where you never have to use... Okay, I missed that. Okay. What's our rating? Come on. S? Just S? Just S? Oh. I want S++. Still, not bad. At least it wasn't like below an S. Okay. Oh, what's this message from Amazon? Hi, this is Steven from Dadamazon. I'm out front with your delivery. Oh, okay. Yes, I'll be right down. Wait, no, sorry. I need to put on pants first. I can't put on my pants, but I'm wrapped from waist down in the duvet. Are you cool with that? I can come back tomorrow. No, wait. I'll be right down. I found some sensible capris. You're not going down because this house is like a bungalow. Nothing can beat reading in print. Oh, I got a package. Wonder what it is. Oh, I bet it's that package of socks I ordered. Open the box and start pulling the packing peanuts out. Man, these socks reek. Okay, that's definitely not socks. It's butterflies? Oh boy, I almost don't even want to know what Amanda was planning on doing with these. Hey Amanda, your box of dead butterflies is here. What's up? Are you sacrificing them? What? You ordered butterflies? You can order dead butterflies online? Wait, so these aren't yours? No, but I'm definitely ordering some right now. Okay, love you. Take a look at the box again. Oh, this is addressed to Damien's house. I'll bring the box to Damien. Should I get over to him? I jog over to Damien's house with a box. I pull back his door knocker, but suddenly the door opens. Now, I feel like this would be a good place to end our stream for tonight. I kind of want to keep going, but I have been playing for 3 hours now. So I think we're going to call it a night. Yeah, we're going to call it a night. So thank you all for tuning in. I hope that this is the beginning of a revamped version of my channel with slightly better channel management through OBS. I hope you enjoyed the stream, and I had a great time. This was fun. This was really fun. I'm enjoying this game a lot. I dare say that it is more fun than Quest for Glory 2, if only because Quest for Glory 2 has been very grindy, and I don't like grindy games very much, even though I really love Quest for Glory as a series. So yeah, if you guys want to see me play more sim games or just dating simulators in general, let me know. If you want me to go back and play more retro games, that's totally cool. If you want me to just do whatever, just let me know in the chat. And by whatever, I just mean stuff that's appropriate for Twitch. But yeah, I had a great time tonight. I hope you did too. And please, if you can, please subscribe. If you are on Prime, you get a free subscription every month that you can give out. I would really appreciate it because I really want to keep this channel going, and that would motivate me immensely. I can guarantee you. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys soon for probably Quest for Glory. All right. Bye, guys.